Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Let's go, let's go! There we go. Go right in. Get the mic. Man out. We're going to 54 right in. Jim. No. We're going to 54 right in.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Kill. Check three. Hey, check 3. Shoot.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, 18. Alert. Switch it. Alert.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Elliott running right. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Intended that time for Cooper.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Stop here, D.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, 18. Hey, watch this. Hey, alert. Safety creep. Under 10. 10. Yep.
Now a give, right side. Grant. Oh, look at the juke. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Austin. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. Then the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tackles.
Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Letting you know
On second down, Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Bears, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And some room to maneuver. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
47.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Come on, D.
We're going to 54. 26.
Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will Touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Bears 14, Cowboys 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. Fights through, and now a crease. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Alert,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under. Motion out of the backfield. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Line in. Go to 54. Line in.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
To throw is Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. 40. 26. Forward in.
Box it.
26.
Prescott now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People who kept it on the ground. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Check it.
Red, up.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Check.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go back to Grant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey, Delta.
48.
Ran, Delta.
Here we go, here we go. He's checking. Crash.
On third down, Trubisky. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Hey, ball.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They try again with Cohen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Back. Tight dog.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going to take a shot for Gallup. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Let's go one more. Double time, double time. 3 down.
On first down, it's Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's not going to get me. 61. Matchbox lights.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you